Hi, you are welcome to this lecture on 2021 JAMB Maths questions. Okay? We are going to look at all the questions that were asked in JAMB in 2021. Okay? All the questions. Let's look at this question. It says the diagonals of a rhombus are 8 centimeter and 6 centimeter in length. Calculate its perimeter. Okay? What is a rhombus? How do you draw a rhombus? Let's draw a rhombus. Say this is a rhombus. These are the diagonals. Okay? One thing about rhombus is these angles are 90 degrees. These are all 90 degrees. These angles you are seeing, they are all 90 degrees. Because they are 90 degrees, it means we can use the Pythagoras theorem here. But before that, we need to assign this. This is the longest. From here to here is 8. If you divide into 2, it means here is 4 and here is 4. Then the other one is 6, that is 3. Okay? And remember, to get the perimeter, it means this length surrounding, because peri means surrounding. Meter, that is measurement of what? The surrounding environment, or what is surrounding that object. So what we need to do, we take one of them. If I take this upper one, for instance, you agree with me, because here is 90 degrees, this line that is facing 90 degrees is the hypotenuse. So if I put 3 here, I put 4 here, I can put S here to get this. Okay? It means S is equal to the square root of 4 square. That is Pythagoras theorem now. I believe you will not ask me how I got this, because this is Pythagoras theorem. This becomes 16 plus 9, which is 25. You agree with me that this is 5. It means that this is equal to 5. Therefore, here is 5 centimeter, 5 centimeter, 5 centimeter, and 5 centimeter, which is simply 5 multiplied by 4, which is 20. So 5 multiplied by 4 is equal to 20 centimeter. So therefore, C is the answer. Okay? C is our answer. Let's look at this question. This question says solve for A if this is equal to this. This is what? Indices question. The first thing we need to do is to make sure that what? The base are equal. How do you do that? Already this is 3. That is 3 raised to power minus 2 plus 5a. Okay? Is equals to, what is the meaning of 9? 9 means 3 raised to power 2. That is 3 times 3. So we're going to replace this 9 with 3 raised to power 2. That is 3 times 3 will give us 9. Remember, when we replace this with this, these are still there. So we have to drop this guy. That is a square. Okay? We can cancel this now to equate the power. That is minus 2 plus 5a is equals to 2. You multiply by this, have 2a squared. We take everything to the right hand side. We're going to have 2a squared minus 5a plus 2 equals to 0. This becomes what? Quadratic equation. If we multiply this now, we're going to have 4. What are the values you multiply together? You have plus 4. If you add them, you have minus 5. You agree with me? Is minus 4a and minus a. That is 4a and 1a plus 2 equals to 0. Then we say 2a here, a minus 2, a minus 2. Here, we're going to bring out minus 1 equals to 0. So 2a minus 1, a minus 2. Remember, this is a quadratic equation. And if you are writing JAMB, nobody should explain quadratic equation to you. Okay, because it's easy. So a here is 1 over 2, or a here is 2. So these are the two answers of A. So as you can see, D is the answer. Let's look at this question. It says, find the other factor if the polynomial, this polynomial, is divisible by s squared minus 1. When it is divisible, it means if you use this to divide this, there's not going to be any remainder. So what you need to do to find the other factor, you simply go ahead and say this s raised to the power 3 plus 5s raised to the power 2 minus s minus 5 divided by s squared minus 1. This s raised to the power 3 over s raised to the power 2, that is, divide this by this, okay? You agree with me? You're going to have x. You put the x here. You will now say this s squared multiplied by the x. You agree with me? You're going to have s raised to the power 3. Then you put s raised to the power 3 here. After you've done that, you say this minus 1, again multiplied by the x, you're going to have minus x. So this minus s now, you can see it has no square. It's corresponding to this one. You put it here. That is minus s will be here. Then you draw a line. This line you draw, say this minus this, you agree is 0. 0 is here now minus this. This will still remain s raised to the power 2. 5s raised to the power 2. This, we remove this. Why this will remain? You go ahead again. I said this 5s raised to the power 2 divided by this x squared. This and this will cancel, remain 5. This 5 you have multiplied by this, that is 5 multiplied by s raised to the power 2. You agree with me? Is going to be what? 5s raised to the power 2. Then this minus 1 multiplied by 5 is minus 5. So you can see, you do this now, you're going to have 0. So the other factor is this. X plus 5. C is the answer. Okay? Let's look at this question. It says evaluate limit as s is tending towards 1, this over this. This kind of question, we have treated it in 2022, in 2023. If you have not checked those series, go and check them. All you have to do, first of all, you have to put this one in this format. That is, in this format. That is, when you get this you are seeing here is equals to this. So what we're going to do now, because we already know that this one is x minus 1, you agree with me that this is equivalent to the square root of x squared minus 1 squared. Because if I do this, this will cancel this, s will still remain. 1 raised to the power 2 is still 1. So therefore, you agree with me that we can replace this with this. If it is true, you agree with me, this now means which is equivalent to a squared b squared, which are equals to a minus b, a plus b. Okay? So now, in this format, we can move this now and put it here. That is to say, we can now say this one, x minus 1 over square root of s minus 1 is equals to, this is now replacing this numerator. That is square root of s minus 1 square root of s plus 1 all over this square root of x minus 1. You can use this one to cancel this. What is remaining now is square root of x plus 1. Now, we can now substitute this. That is, as s is tending towards 1. So if you substitute 1 here now, that is this one, you substitute it in place of x, you agree with me the square root of 1 is 1. This will give you 2. B is the answer. Okay? Somebody is saying, why did you have to do all this? Just substitute. Okay, let's substitute. S minus 1 over square root of s minus 1. We put 1 here, minus 1. We put 1 here, square root of 1 minus 1. What is that? This is 0. What is the meaning of square root of 1 is 1. 1 minus 1 again is 0. 0 divided by 0 is what? Undefined. You can even mark this. It was positioned here for you to fail it. Okay? Don't do that. You can learn to do like this. This is almost similar with 22, 23. Similar. If you know what to do, learn to practice past question, okay? Hope this understood. Thank you for viewing. Now let's look at this. It says, in how many ways can a group comprising 3 boys and 2 girls be formed, be taken from 6 boys and 4 girls? Because we are just forming, we are not arranging, just formation is combination, not permutation. It's only when you are arranging, you consider permutation. It means, therefore, we are taking 3 from 6. 3 is taken from 6, multiplied by, because we saw here, and from 4, we are going to take 2. Okay? Now we continue. This simply means 6 factorial over 6 minus 3 factorial, 3 factorial, multiplied by 4 factorial over 4 minus 2 factorial, 2 factorial. That's all. Now you can solve this. 6 factorial over 3 factorial, 3 factorial, multiplied by 4 factorial over 2 factorial, 2 factorial. So the next thing we need to do now is to continue working on it. That is, now we need to expand this 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 factorial, then we stop. Why did I stop? Because I saw 3 factorial here. I want this and this to cancel. I'll go for this now, 4 times 3 times 2 factorial. I'll stop again because I saw 2 factorial here. So that this and this will also cancel. Then I will continue with this now. That is 6 times 5 times 4 all over 3 times 2 times 1. This one. This is 4 times 3 all over 2 times 1. Okay? Hope you understand factorial. I've done factorial in my TikTok and YouTube channel. Please check those videos. So now, 2 here 1, 2 here 2. 2 here 1, 2 here 2. Okay, 3 here 1, 3 here 2. Now that is 2 multiplied by 5, multiplied by 2, multiplied by 2, multiplied by 3. Okay? So now this is 10, this is 4. That is 40. 40 times this will give us 120. That's 120 ways. Okay, let's see. Yeah, 120 ways. D is our answer. Okay, 120 ways. Now let's look at this. It says evaluate the integral, this. You should know integral by now. If you are preparing for JAMB. This requires us to expand this. To say this 0 to 1, this multiplied by this will give us s raised to the power 5 plus s raised to the power 2 dx. Okay? What is the integration of s raised to the power 5? It means the opposite of differentiation. It means you should add 1 to this index all over whatever you are getting from here. 5 plus 1. And you agree with me that is s raised to the power 6 over 6. This one is the same thing. You add 1 to this to have 3 over 3. Because of these guys, I'm not going to put constant. I will simply come straight and put from 0 to 1. This simply means this when you substitute 1 minus this when you substitute 0. That is to say, in place of s, we're going to put 1, put 6 here, over 6. In place of s, we put 1, put 3 here, over 3, minus 0, 6, over 6, 0, 3, over 3. Okay? All we get from here is 0, so no need to waste your time there. This one is 1 over 6 plus 1 over 3. So what is the LCM of this? Is 6. If you do this, you're going to have 1, 2. That is 3 over 6. That is 1 over 2. 1 over 2 is the answer. That is A. A is our answer for this. Hope you understand this. Thank you for viewing. Let's look at this. It says, if this is equals to this and this is equals to that is, m is equals to this, the identity matrix is equal to this. Find the value of the constant, this lambda, such that this is equal to this. First of all, we're going to find m squared. The first thing you need to do, you find m raised to power 2. This is m, right? That is, this m 3, 4 minus 2 minus 2, you write it twice, okay? You write it twice. Okay, let's work on it straight before we continue. What is the meaning of that? It means if you want to multiply this now, you use this to multiply this. Okay? That is to say, 3 multiplied by 3, 9, plus minus 2 multiplied by 4. That is what? Minus 8. So we simply put minus 8 here straight. Remember, I should have said plus minus 8. But I know plus and minus is minus. That's why you have see 9 minus 8. So don't ask, why did you put plus here? There's plus here. So the next is to use this one to multiply this. That is to say, this multiplied by this, that is minus 6. This multiplied by this, that is plus 4. That plus 4, you plus it to this, that is plus 4 now, okay? The next one is to use this to multiply this. That is 4 multiplied by 3 plus minus 2 multiplied by 4. 4 multiplied by 3 is 12. This multiplied by this is minus 8. We simply put it. This multiplied by this is minus 8. This multiplied by this is 4. We had it. I don't know if you understand what we are doing. If A is here, for instance, B is here, C is here, D is here, we are simply say A multiplied by C, that is AC, plus B multiplied by D, that is what? BD, not S. Okay? So, with this now, if you work this out now, you agree with me, this is 1, this is 4, this is minus 2, this is minus 4. Okay? So, this is our m squared. The next thing we need to find out is 2 multiplied by I, that is this one. We're going to say 2, this is 2 multiplied by this, that is 1, 0, 0, 1. Okay? We multiply this out, you agree with me, we're going to have 2, 0, 0, 2. Okay? For this. Then finally for the lambda, this is lambda again, which we are looking for. Then we bring the m. M is 3, 4, minus 2, minus 2. If you work this out now, you're going to have 3 lambda, minus 2 lambda, 4 lambda, minus 2 lambda. So the next thing we need to do now is to go back to the equation that m squared equals to lambda m minus 2i. And we are looking for lambda. So what is the meaning of that now? It means, first of all, we are going to write everything that is m squared. So I'm going to take this out and come back here so that we can see what we are doing, okay? So first of all, I need m squared. So I'm coming to this place now to put the value of m squared, which is square equals to lambda m minus 2i, okay? What is m squared? This is m squared because this is long. Okay, let me just do it here. 3 lambda, 4 lambda, minus 2 lambda, minus 2 lambda, minus this, that is 2, 0, 0, 2. Okay, so let me remove this. So now we can go ahead and work on this. You will agree with me, if you want to subtract now this minus this, that is 3 lambda minus 2. This minus this will still remain this, that is minus 2 lambda. This is 4 lambda minus 0 will remain 4 lambda. Why this is minus 2 lambda minus 2. Okay? They are equals to this 1 minus 2, 4 minus 4. What we do here, we compare. It means therefore this is equals to this. 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 Which one is easy for you to use? You can use any one. For me, I take this and this. I'll be very fast if I am in exact or. You agree with me? You are going to get one. Even though you follow the first one, that is this and this, you should still have one. That is this, 3 lambda minus 2. This will come here to have 1 plus 2, 3 lambda is still equals to 1. So therefore, if you check the answer now, you see that B is the answer. Okay, so you see where we started from. We first of all find each of these. Each of them. Once we finish with them, we substitute here. The value for m squared, the value for this, and the value for this. Then we subtract. Once we subtract, we equate this. I say this equals to this, or you use this one, or you use this one, or you use this one. Any of them, you have your lambda. So lambda is equals to 1. Okay? Given that the events A and B are such that the probability of A equals to 1 over 2, the probability of B is equals to X, and the probability of either A or B, that is this, is equals to 3 over 5. It said find S if they are independent. You find S if they are independent. What is that? The first thing you should ask yourself, what is the meaning of this? This is simply A union B. That is A or B. A or B. Why this means A intersect B, which is A and B. And why this is all. What is actually the meaning of this? This one simply means the probability of A plus the probability of B minus probability of A intersect B. Why am I writing this? Because the question says what? Independent. They are independent. Okay? Because inside here, we have, let me show you. This one simply means, if you do a Venn diagram, you're going to have A and B. What is this? This simply means all this area, that what I just shaded, A union B. But the question says A and B are independent. When we say they are independent, that means they don't have anything to do with themselves. The best way to actually draw it is this. A and B. They don't have any connection. But mathematically, we can't just represent it like this. We need to express it in this way. So what we are now saying is that if actually they are not dependent, it means therefore, I have to remove this intersect. Because there is no intersection. Remember what I drew? There was no intersection. But this is the standard, right? So this standard is A intersect B. So if you look at what I draw here now is the probability of everything A and also everything B, including the intersect. So removing the intersect minus the intersect A, B, minus the intersect is saying there is no intersect between them. That is what expresses the independence of what? Of each of them. So therefore, this is the formula we are going to use. That is this. Now, let's come back here. What is this? This is what? 3 over 5. What is the probability of A is 1 over 2. Probability of B is X. A intersect B is not known. What is A intersect B? A intersect B simply means A and B. And in mathematics, means what? Times Y only plus. So this is P, that is probability of A multiplied by the probability of B. That is this one. So what is the probability of A is 1 over 2. Y that of B is X. That is, you solve this now, it's what? S over 2. It means we're going to put S over 2 here. So with this now, you understand, okay, let me know, do this, because some people might want to copy. Let me carry this and come down. That is 3 over 5. We put this one here, minus 2 is equals to S minus s over 2. Here we give us 10, that is 6 minus 5 equals to 2x minus x. Okay? This will give us 1 over 10. This will give us s over 2. You agree with me? If you want to get s now, you do 1 over 10 multiplied by 2, which is 1 over 5. So s therefore is 1 over 5. I don't know if you understand this. This is simple arithmetic. The major place is here. That's why they are telling you about independent. Find s if they are independent. Or means here, if they are dependent, you don't remove, what do you call it? You don't remove the intercept. All this understood? Thank you for viewing. Let's look at this. It says, if this is equal to that is this compound angle, the cos of alpha and beta, is equal to 0, which of the following is equivalent to this? Step by step, okay? Okay, let's see. First of all, we come for this. It says cos alpha plus beta is equal to 0. If you know your trigonometry, you can move this to this side to have the inverse of 0. If you know your trigonometry, this is simply equals to 90. It means this plus this is equals to 90. To say alpha here is equals to 90 minus beta. Okay? Now that we have this, let's come here. It says what? Sine alpha minus beta is now equals to what? What we need to do now, we simply come here and say, this is sine. What is alpha? Is this. So we are going to replace this with this. That is 90 minus beta. Remember, this will still remain. Do you understand it? I took the question we are asked. Then, what I had for alpha, I substituted in place of alpha. This is not taking this position. Why this will still remain? Okay? Once I am through with that, I can solve this as sine 90 minus 2 beta. You agree with me? If you have sine 90 minus theta, you remember your complementary angle is equals to cos theta. So whatever you have there, even though you have, say for instance, sine 90 minus theta is cos theta. Complementary angles. So therefore, because of this, this simply means this is equals to cos 2 beta. That's the meaning. This is equals to this. Whatever is here, we take cos. So check here now. This is the answer. That is D. Let's look at this. It says, if the distance between the points, this point and this point, that is M and N, the distance between them. So this is M, this is N. It said find the value of A. This A. What will help you here is to remember or to recall the distance formula. That's what we help here, nothing else. The distance formula simply says, for this one now is M and N, right? The absolute value of M and N is equal to the square root of S2 minus S1 square plus Y2 minus Y1 square. Remember the distance formula, very important. Once you know that, you are good to go. The next thing we need to do now is, remember for this is S, this is Y. This is S, this is Y. Okay? We are going to call this one 2, 2, 1, 1. So it is S2 minus S1. S2 is 2. S1 is minus 1. We put square here plus Y2 is minus 2. while y1 is a. Put square here, okay? So all we have to do now is to work this out. You agree with me? This is 2. This will give us plus. That is 2 plus 1 is 3. That is 3 square plus. This is something we cannot just what? Do straight away. We need to expand that. This will give us 9 plus. This is simply like this. We write it twice. What is mn? The distance altogether is what? 5. I put 5 here now. Then we move this to this side. If we move this to this side now, I'm going to have 25. That is, this square will cross to this side to be square of 5, which is 25. Now here, this time this is 4. This time this is plus 2a. This is also plus 2a. This is plus a squared. Okay? These two will give us what? 13. We are going to say 25 minus 13 equals to, this will give us what? 4a plus a squared. If you solve this now, you're going to have 12. What we need to do now, we need to move 12 to this side to have a quadratic equation. The next thing is, what are you going to multiply together to have minus 12? And if you add them, you have 4. That is what? 6 multiplied by 2. So therefore, this is a squared is plus 6a minus 2a equal to 0. Then you know how to solve this? That is a therefore is 2, or a is minus 6. You can see that what? 2 is here. So this is the answer. Okay? Just remember this formula. Just remember the distance formula. Let's look at this. It says, assuming all variables represent positive real numbers. Simplify this. Assuming all variables represent positive real numbers, we should simplify this. Indices. All we can do here is, first of all, if you look at this now, we can expand this to be 9 times m raised to power 1 over 2 multiplied by n raised to power 3 over 2 all over m raised to power this multiplied by n multiplied by whatever that is inside here. Let's just put this outside first. This is what? M raised to power 3. Whatever I say, we multiply it by this 3. That is multiplied by 1 over 2. Then we say multiply again, n. Remember 1 is here. Multiply by this, that is 1 multiplied by 1 over 2. Okay? I have something to work with now. Let's continue. For the numerator, I don't want to disturb myself yet until I finish the denominator, which I can see something we can use to simplify further. These guys will come together. I will put this here now. This multiplied by this is 3 over 2. I bring n here. This is n raised to power 1 over 2 after multiply this, okay? After multiply this. Once I'm through with that now, I will continue my work. These guys will come together as m minus 7 plus 3 over 2. Why this will come together? 1 is here, that is 1 plus 1 over 2. I will continue my work. Numerator, just wait, okay? Don't worry, I'm coming for you. These guys, I have to say 7 over 1 plus 3 over 2. 2 is here, this is minus 40 plus 3. You agree with me? This is minus 11 over 2. So this alone will give us minus 11 over 2. Multiply by, this is actually 3 over 2. Let me just show you. That is 3 over 2, okay? It means therefore n is raised to power 3 over 2. Then we cannot say n multiplied by these two will go together to be m 1 over 2 minus whatever that is at the denominator. This and this is divided. We have to subtract the index. Remember, I treated indices a lot in this channel. Okay? Minus. Without wasting time, you agree that this will turn to what? 0. And anything raised to power 0 is 1. It means therefore here is 9 times. Here is m 1 over 2 plus 11 over 2 n raised to power 0. Let's work on this. 1 over 2 plus 11 over 2. That is 1 plus 11 equals to 12 over 2, which is 6. So therefore, we say 9 times m raised to power 6 multiplied by this is 1. That is 9m raised to power 6. So I can't go beyond this because we are asked to simplify. Okay? Now let's check if there's anything like that. Yes, that is the first one. That is 9m raised to power 6. Okay? Just make sure that you know what you are doing. You will not make mistake. Let's look at this. It says solve the inequality. This. As you can see, it's like this is 2 in 1. 2 in 1. So you have to approach it like this by saying 2 greater than or equals to 5 minus 3x over 4, and you divide it now. Again, you have done this part. Now is to do this part. Okay? That is 5 minus 3x over 4 greater than minus 3. Then you solve. You agree with me here? If you cross multiply, you're going to have 8, 5 minus 3x, and this will give us 5 minus 3x greater than minus 12. Okay? I'm going to move 5 to this side to have 8 minus 5 minus 3x, and I'm going to move 5 to this side. That is minus 3x minus 12 minus 5. Here we're going to have 3x here. Here we're going to have minus 17. Here, to have s alone, we divide both sides by minus 3. Once we are divided by minus, this sign will change. That is 3 over minus 3. This will not change. This will not change, okay? Because we are divided by minus. And this one to the same thing. We are divided by minus. That is minus 3x over minus 3. We change the sign. Minus 17 over minus 3. Okay? Now, this, we cancel this to have s here. This will still remain. This becomes minus 1. And these two f will be here. This becomes 17 over 3. Now that you have done this, the way you separated them, you join them together. Follow it like this. That is minus 1, this. You take 1x, just 1. You follow this direction, 70 over 3. This is the answer. Let's check if there's anything like this. That is C. C is the answer. You can see in this place. Don't know if you can see it. C is our answer. Okay, let me just mark it here like this. Let's look at it. It says, which of the equations below represent the equation for a line passing through this point and is parallel to this? When we say two lines are parallel, it means they have the same slope. It means the one we are looking for. To get its slope, we can use this one that is given to find the slope because they are parallel. So, to get the slope of this one, we simply say 4x minus y equals to 7. We make this the subject of formula. We can say this is equals to minus 4x plus 7. We divide throughout by minus 1 to have y here equals to 4x minus 7. Okay? So the slope here now, let's call it my, is 4. For this 4 you are seeing here is the slope of this line. It means the one we are looking for 2, the m2, is slope 2, is also 4. Because they are parallel. Okay? We need to use the formula of the midpoint of a line to get the final answer. That is to say, y minus y1 is equals to m s minus s1. Okay? That's okay. Let me put 2 here because I've dedicated this one already to the known. That is 1 to the known. The unknown is 2. Therefore, this is the point that is s and y. So this is minus, the y is 2. The m is already 4. The s is minus 3. Okay? That is to say, s plus 3, 4x plus 12, y equals to 4x plus 12 plus 2, 4x plus 14. So now I move everything to the side. Minus 4x minus 14 equals to 0. Okay, let's see. Y minus 4x, y minus 4x minus 14 equals to 0. That is the first one. Okay, the first one is the answer. Let's look at this. It says the sum of all odd integers between 2 and 100 divisible by 3 is what? So how do we solve this? How do we solve this? To solve this, we know that there are these numbers between 2 and 100. These numbers, they are odd numbers. And at the same time, they are divisible by 3. Don't forget that. You must be odd number first, then we check if you are divisible by 3. The first one is 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. All these are odd numbers. You continue to go until you get to 99. Because these are all odd numbers. Among these odd numbers, which of them is divisible by 3? This is divisible by 3 because if you divide this one by 3, you will not have remainder. You will have remainder here, you have remainder here. The next one is 9, you will not have remainder. You have remainder, you will not have remainder here until you get to 99. For 99, if you divide by 3, you will not have remainder. Okay? The formula to get the sum is this, because now we have the first term, the last term. The first term plus last term. But the problem is how many of them? That is n. How many of them? Because we don't know that, we need to go and find n first. We know that this is this. Now, all we need to do, let's put this one. We know the first term. We don't know this. We know the common difference. That is what? This minus this will give us 6. This minus this will give us 6. That is 6. Why did I put 99 here? Because 99 is the last term. If I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, continue like that, if I now get to 99, I will now know how many all of them are. For instance, say A, B, C, D. How many of them? 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 4. A, B, C, D. But this one, I don't know the number. I can't just count like that manually. That's why I'm doing this. The last one will tell us how many they are all together. Just the way I show you the A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. D, that is 4. All together, they are 4. The same thing with, if I count all this now, the last one will tell me the total number of the numbers. This is the first number, second number, third number, how many of them all together, okay? So n will give me that value. So now, I will move this to this side to have 96. 6n minus 6. I will move this to this side to have 102 equals to 6n. If I move this to this side, I will have 102. I will divide both sides by 6. have n. This divided by 6 will give us what? It will give us 17. Okay? That means altogether they are 17 in number. Now I can now come back to this formula that says Sn, that is S, they are 17. 17 over 2. The first one is 3, the last one is 99. So I can solve this to get the sum. This is what? 102, which will give us 17 times 51. If we multiply this, we're going to have 867. 867. So if we check the answers now, we should have 867 as this. Hope you understand this. First of all, odd numbers that are divisible by 3. We know the first 10, we know the last 10. We use it to find the number of terms. How many of them altogether? Once we have that n, we can substitute here. Arithmetic progression. Okay? Let's look at this. It says, how many words beginning with T? The words we are going to form, they must begin with T. Okay? And ending with E. They must end with E. All the words. They must start with T and end with E. Can't be made without any letter being repeated. There is no repetition out of the letters of the word triangle. It means that for this triangle, for the first position, T will stand gidigba. Gidigba. Go nowhere. For the last position, E will also stand gidigba, go nowhere, because all these words we are about to form must start with T and end with what? And end with E. Therefore, so how many are remaining? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 altogether. It means here there are 6 that are 6 letters. What do we do now? This is just one letter, 6 letter, 1 letter. So this one will be 1 factorial multiplied by 6 factorial multiplied by 1 factorial. This is actually permutation. If you want, okay, let's solve this first, okay? You agree with me, this becomes 6 factorial by default, which 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. You do this now, what are you going to have? You are going to have 720. So this is the answer. But you say, oh, is this cramming? No, there's a reason why. The first position, you agree with me, is only T that can occupy it. That is, how many letters are competing for this position? Only 1. How many position 1? That is 1 permutation 1. Okay? For the last position, let's just do everything together. That's to say, all together, there are 8 in number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? 8 altogether. For this first part, T will compete here. Only T. E will compete here. Nobody will compete with E there. Now, this first one, it means only one will compete for one position. Only one thing will compete for only this box. Only this one will compete for only this box. Only E will compete for only this box. How many are remaining here? 6. 6 are remaining. Out of these 6, for this first position, you agree with me, all of them will compete here. That is 6 will compete for this position. 6 letters will compete for one position. After that 6 have finished competing, because they say there is no repetition, the one that already competed there cannot compete again. It means we are having 5 remaining. 5 will compete for this one position. Once that one is out again, 4 will now be remaining. 4 will compete for this position. 3 will compete for this position. 2 will compete for this position. 1 will compete for this position. If you go ahead now and do it, this is 1 permutation 1 multiplied by 6 permutation 1 multiplied by 5 permutation 1 multiplied by 4 permutation 1 multiplied by 3 permutation 1 multiplied by 2 permutation 1 multiplied by 1 permutation 1 multiplied by 1 permutation 1. Okay? The one I used before is a shortcut, okay? Now, you agree with me, this means 1 factorial over 1 minus 1 factorial. Multiply by 6 factorial over 6 minus 1 factorial. Multiply by 5 factorial over 5 minus 1 factorial. 4 factorial over 4 minus 1 factorial. 3 factorial over 3 minus 1 factorial. Okay, 2 factorial over 2 minus 1 factorial. This one is 1 factorial, 1 factorial, so no need to waste our time, okay? Just like this first one. 0 factorial is 1. That is 1 factorial, 1 minus 1. This 1 minus 1 is 0 factorial. As 0 factorial is 1. So 1 factorial over 1 is 1. So all those one will produce 1 for us. So no need to waste our time here. All this one will produce 1, okay? We can now concentrate here now. That is 6 factorial over 5 factorial. Multiply by 5 factorial over 4 factorial. Multiply by 4 factorial over 3 factorial. Multiply by 3 factorial over 2 factorial. Multiply by 2 factorial over 1 factorial. Now we can cancel. This will cancel this, this will cancel this, this will cancel this, this will cancel this, okay? So what is remaining now? 6 factorial, okay? Again, 6 multiplied by 5, multiplied by 4, multiplied by 3, multiplied by 2, multiplied by 1. At the end of the day, you have 720 ways, okay? So, B, okay? Hope you understand the explanation. I have a lot of tutorials on factorial, permutation, combination, well explained in both my TikTok and YouTube channel, okay? Look at this. The sum of the first 10 terms, sum of the first 10 terms is equal to 4 multiplied by the sum of the first 5. Okay? The ratio of the first term to the common difference is what? Then we use the formula which says the sum is n over 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. Okay? So now we know that we are looking for 10. That is 10 over 2, 2a plus. This is 10 minus 1, that is 9d. Okay? This will give us 5. You divide 2a, 9d. You can leave this one for now. As we find this, we also find this. What is this fifth term? That is, we don't need to waste our time. We just substitute 5 over 2, 2a plus 5 minus 1, that is 4d. So we can also leave this one like this. Now, we are going to substitute. To substitute here now, we're going to substitute this. That is this. 5, 2a plus 9d equals to 4 multiplied by, we substitute this here. That is 5 over 2, 2a plus 4d. Okay, now this is 10a. This is 45d. 1, 2. That is 10, 2a plus 4d. This is 20a plus 40d. I'm going to move this here, 40d, 20a, move this here, minus 10a. This will give us 5d. This will give us 10a. Okay? The question says what? The ratio of the first term to the common difference. That the first term to common difference. That means the first term should be at the numerator, while the common difference should be at the denominator. Therefore, I am going to first of all divide both sides by 10 to make sure that a is remaining alone. This will give us d over 2. Okay? The next one I will divide both sides by d now because I want d to be at the denominator. You agree with me? If I divide this side by d, this d will leave, 1 will remain. Okay? That is, divide by d. If we remove the d, then I divide this other side too by d to have this over d. That is a over d. A over d. This is a now. Ratio d equals to 1 ratio 2. 1 ratio 2. Okay? If we check now, let's see which one is 1 ratio 2. 1 ratio 2 here is this. So you can see they are also giving you 2 ratio 1. You mark that, make a big mistake, okay? This is the answer. Let's look at this. It says, calculate the perimeter of a sector of a cycle of radius 7 centimeter, and sectional angle of 108 degrees. Remember, if this is a cycle, we consider this as the sector, okay? We are given that this is 7 cm, this is also 7 cm. This is given to us to be 108. We are asked to find the perimeter, that is, this length plus this length plus this length. We are given two already. This and this are given to us, the radar. So all we need to do now, we find this arc. So therefore, you agree with me, to get the arc is theta over 360 multiplied by 2 pi r. So what is theta? Theta is 108 over 360 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 22 over 7 multiplied by r, which is 7. This will cancel. We have 108 multiplied by this will give us 44 over 360. Let's use calculator to get the answer first. We're going to have 30.2. Now that we have 30.2 for this, 30.2, we simply do 7 plus 7 plus 30.2 because we need to add this, and this to get the perimeter of the sector. You agree with me? This is 14. If you add it to this one, you're going to have 27. That is 27.2. In what? In centimeter. 27.2. B is the answer of this particular one. Let's look at this. In a certain class, the angle representing the number of students offering mathematics in a pie chart is 24. If it's a pie chart, remember you have to divide it, whatever, we don't know. But we are saying that, for instance, this is what? 24 for mathematics. Okay? Total is what? 360. The question says, if 10 students offers the subject, that is 10 students are offering mathematics, what is the total number of students in that class? It means, therefore, 24, which is the angle, over 360, the total angle, multiplied by the total number of students. That is how you can get the number of students offering mathematics, because we are told is 10 is equal to 10. Do you understand this? The angle of mathematics divided by the total angle multiplied by the total students to get for mathematician. So therefore, n is 10 times 360 over 24. This times this divided by 24. That is 3600 over 24. If you divide this now, you're going to have 150. So B is the answer. Let's look at this question. It says, we should simplify this sword. To simplify the sword, we simply do this is equals to 1 over 2 minus 1 over 2. We find the LCM. This divided by this will remain. So we put this divided by this will go, this will remain. Then we put this. Then we do this, minus 2 plus this. Okay? So this and this will cancel. This will give us 2. Now, we work this out. What is the meaning of this in shortcut is 2 square minus this square. You understand? A square minus B square is also A minus B, A plus B. That's what we are doing here. This. We put it in this form. Okay? Now, you agree with me, this is 2 square root of 3 over 4 minus, this is 3. This and this will cancel. This becomes 2 square root of 3 over 1, which is 2 square root of 3. Let's see. 2 square root of 3 is C. C is the answer. Okay? C is our answer. Look at this question. It says, the point on the Euclidean plane where the curve this has one as gradient is what? As one as gradient is what? Euclidean plane. All you have to do here is to differentiate. Before you differentiate, let's first of all get this. Okay? This simply means what? Raised to power 1 over 2. Now you can differentiate to say dy over the s of this is equals to, you bring this one down, that is 2 multiplied by 1 over 2. Then you reduce this one by 1. If you solve this now, you're going to have this and this will cancel. This will give us minus 1 over 2. And you agree with me that this minus is 1 over this minus. Then this is square root, the square root of s minus 1. That is the y, the s of this. The question says, has one as gradient. Gradient is also the y, the s. Changing y over changing s is gradient. So we're going to say, therefore, 1 is equals to 1 over the square root of s minus 1. Then we cross multiply. You agree with me, we're still going to have this. Then we're going to find s now. We move this to this side to have 1 square. S is this, s is 1 plus 1, which is 2. S therefore is equals to 2. Okay? We now have s here as equal to 2. So therefore now we have s, but we don't know why. We are going back to the original equation to get our y. We're going to substitute 2 here in place of x. This gives us what? 1. That is 2 times 1. Square root of 1 is 1. Y therefore is also what? Is also 2. It means therefore sy is 2, 2. If we check now, we have d here as what? 2, 2. Okay? Let's look at this. It says the quadratic equation whose roots are this and this is what? Very easy. What this actually means is s is equals to 1 over 2, or s is equals to minus 3 over 4. Okay? So therefore we move this to the side, or we move this to the side. You agree with me? Equals to 0 equals to 0. We are going back to quadratic equation now. It therefore means these are equal to 0. All you have to do now, you expand it. This time this will give us s squared. This is plus 3 over 4x minus 1 over 2s. 1 over 2 multiplied by 3 over 4 equal to 0. Then you work on this s squared plus, you agree with me here, the SCM is 4 between this and this. We're going to have here 3 minus, this is 2. We put s here. This will give us minus 3 over 8 equal to 0. This will give us s squared plus 1 over 4, that is s over 4 minus 3 over 8 equals to 0. We multiply through by 8. This is 8s squared. 8 divided by 4 is 2, multiplied by this is 2x. This is 3 equal to 0. So let's check if there's anything like this. Plus 2s minus 3, plus 2s minus 3, plus 2s minus 3. That is C. Okay? Let's look at this. We are asked to square this. That is to say 11 to the base of 2 raised to power 3. You agree with me? This simply means this multiplied by this multiplied by this. So let's do it one after the other. That is this and this. We multiply them first. Whatever we have here, we multiply by this. Okay? This will give us 1, 1, 1, 1. This is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. We carry it as 1 because this is base what? Base 2. We put it here now. 1 plus 1 again is 0. We carry it as 1 again. That is 1 plus 1 is 2. We put 0 and carry it as 1. We put the 1 here. After this now, we come and put this. That is base 2, base 2. Another times. Again, we use 1. That is 1, 0, 0, 1. That is multiplication. 1, 0, 0, 1. Okay? Then we come here 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Okay? Now, in base 2, this is the final answer. Bonus question. C is the answer. Okay? Let's look at this. We are asked to evaluate this. It simply means, can remember again, there is 10 here. That's why it was not written or removed. It is base 10. It means, therefore, we can do this as log 8 over 4 to the base of 10. We know 10 is there. Log 6 over 3. You agree with me here, 1 here, 2. That is log 2 over log here. It's also 2, 2. See, this one is what? 2 seconds. You get the answer. Very simple. Binary operation. Very common in JAMB. We have seen it 2023, 2022, this 2021. Don't run away from it. A binary operation, this is defined on a set of integers by this as equals to this. Evaluate this. It means if these guys, S and Y, come together, they will produce this. Now use this knowledge to work on this. It's like what? Quantitative reasoning. All you have to do now, you first of all come here. Remember we deal with bracket first, right? Good. So let's deal with this bracket first. That is 1 operator equals to this. Now, this is our S, this is our Y. We first of all come here, 1 multiplied by minus 2 minus 2y. This is our y, right? That's minus 2 for this plus s squared. What's our s? This is our s. Put here square. Let's work on this first. That is, this will give us minus 2. This will give us 4. This will give us 1. Okay? This 2 will give us 2 plus 1 equals to 3. It means these guys, they are giving us what? 3. It means the next operation is 2 operation 3. So now we come back here again. That is 2 multiplied by 3 minus 2y is our 3 plus s squared. That is 2 squared. This will give us 6 minus 6 plus 4. That is 4. D is the answer. Hope you understand this. Hope there's no question. Let's look at this question. It says, if the number is selected at random from each of the set A and set B, find the probability that the sum of the numbers is even. The first set of number A, what are they? From 1 to 3. Because it said here, 1 is less than or equals to x. So we are going to start from 1. I can't put 4 because it's a less than 4. So we stop here. For B, we start from 2, 3, 4, 5. We can't put 6 because it's less than 6. Now, if you find the sum of this, how do we find the sum? To do it better, we just draw a table. We put this one at the top. That is to say 1, 2, 3. Then we put these other ones by the side here. That is 2, 3, 4, then 5. The reason why we are doing this is so that we can be able to sum them. This plus this is 3, this plus this is 4, this plus this is 5. We are not summing them now, all the possible summation. This will give us 4, 5, 6. This will give us 5, 6, 7. To give us 6, 7, 8. Now we need the even. After summing all the even, this is even, even number, even number, even number, even number, even number. How many of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them. Total of this is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Over 12. So here is 1, here is 2. It means the answer is 1 over 2. Okay? As you can see, there's no answer. 1 over 2 is the answer, but there's no option that matches it here. Don't force it. The total event space is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 altogether. How many even? Go. We have to sum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 over 12. That's 1 over 2. There's nothing you can do here. Just leave it. Leaving it is also an answer. Okay? Let's look at this. We are asked to express m in terms of order terms. Let's see. M in terms of order. That is f here is equals to 1 over 2l subject of formula. First of all, we're going to square throughout. To square this, have this. This is 1. If you square this is 4. If you square this is square. Multiply by t over m. That removes this square root. We are looking for m, right? What I can simply do here without wasting my time is to move m to this side straight. Move m here. I retain everything that was here before. Then I move this down straight. If you know mathematics and you are writing this exam that is JAMB, you know that this is the answer without wasting time. That is D. D is the answer. You might be asking me, how did you get this? Explain to us. No problem. Let me explain to you. In case you just want to learn, not for JAMB, you don't want to rush it. When we get here, let's open the road here to work. You know how we got here? We square throughout. All we need to do now, we say f square is equals to t over 4s square m. Right? Say over 1, we cross multiply. That is, this now is this multiplied by 4l square m equals to t. Okay? Then we need m. We divide both sides by f square. This is what? S square. This and this will cancel. M will remain to have t over 4l square f square. The same thing, right? The same thing. 4l square f square. Let's look at this. It says, given that m is equal to this, find the value of m if a is equal to this and b is equal to this. Okay? All we simply need to do is just to substitute. But before we substitute, to make the journey easy, you should know your mathematics that this, first of all, what is common here is a. We bring it out. A is remaining here. B is remaining. This time this will still give us this. This time this will still give us this. Okay? All over. This simply means a plus b, a minus b. You should remember this. That is the meaning of this. We have said it several times in the course of this lecture. Then this is minus 1. Okay? So this and this will cancel. 8 is this. Raised to power minus 1. Before we even go for that, let's just substitute. Okay? We are good to go now. Minus 2 is here. Minus 2 is here. B is minus 1. Okay? We still raise to power minus 1. You agree with me? If you solve this, this is minus 2. This is plus 1. Minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1. But minus 1, this and this will cancel. You have 2 minus 1, that is 1 over 2. So as you can see, A is the answer. Okay? Now, let's look at this. As you can see in the diagram, MT, this MT is a tangent to the cycle at M. Okay? If this is 30, this is 60, that is from here to here is 60, find the value of SMY. X, SMY. We are looking for this angle. You will agree with me that this now is equal to this. How do you get that? This is what? Opposite segment. When there is a tangent, the angle that is formed between the tangent and this line is equal to the opposite angle in that segment. This is the opposite angle facing this line. This line that has a counter with this angle. This is the angle that is facing it. They are equal. So this angle you are seeing here that has a counter with this. Because this angle is between this chord and this tangent. We say this alternate angle in this segment, they are equal. So we say here is 60. It means therefore, if here is 60, here will be 90 degree, everything. The opposite angle of a cyclic quadrilateral, they are what? Supplementary. What it means, this is a cyclic quadrilateral. This you are seeing here, this. Okay? This angle and this angle, they are opposite. They are supplementary angle. When we say supplementary, it means if you add this and this together, you're going to have 180. Therefore, we say 90 plus this angle, which is SMY we are looking for, XMY, they are equals to 180. Don't need to waste your time again. It means therefore this is 90 degrees because if you remove this from this, you're going to have 90. So therefore C is the answer. Let's look at this. It says from a point this meter away from a tree. Let's say this is a tree. You are somewhere here, okay? That is between here and the tree is what? 40 square root of perimeter. Just rough diagram for now. Okay? A man discovered that the angle of elevation, this is the eye of the man, this is angle of elevation. Take it up. When you look at the top, it's 30 what? Degree, according to the man. If the man measured this angle from 0.2 meter above the ground, that is the man height, for me, is 2 meters. That's what they are trying to tell us, the height of the man. How high is what? The tree. The height of the tree. Let's make it X. So what are we saying now? Is we have a tree. There is an angle of elevation that is 30 degrees. But this man, this is the height of the man to be 2 meters. But the distance between this and this is 14 square root of 3 in meter. Okay? We are asked to get this. We already know this, that this is 2 meters. So, we need this. We also know this. We know this angle, we don't know X. Let's call this S. So let us not call everything S again. Let's just call only this X. This is already known to be 2 meters, okay? So therefore, to get S, opposite and adjacent, that is tan. Tan 30 is equals to opposite over adjacent. So S therefore is 14 square root of 3 multiplied by tan 30 degrees. Okay, so this way, remember the special angle that says that what? If here is 60, here will be 30. And remember, this is 2, this is 1. This is square root of 3. Okay? Then this is what? Opposite over adjacent. That is 1 over square root of 3. That is tan 30. Opposite over adjacent. 1 over square root of 3. So this equals to 14 square root of 3. 1 over square root of 3. This and this will cancel. We're going to have 14 here, okay? It means S is 14 meters. So all we need to do now is S plus 2 to get the height. Plus 2 will give us 16. So the height altogether is 16 meters. So C is the answer. Okay? C is the answer. Hope you understand this. C is the answer. Let's look at this. It says, in an examination, all the candidates offer at least one of mathematics and English. If 60% offered English language and 48% offered mathematics, what percentage offered only mathematics? Let's break it down using the Venn diagram. If we draw this at the Venn diagram, this is actually representing what? The universal set. How many subjects are we considering? We are considering maths and English. So we just draw two circles that intersect maths and English. Okay? Now, we are told that what? Offer at least one of the subjects. Each student offer at least one of the subjects. That message is telling you that what? There will not be anything outside the cycle. That is out. Okay? 60% offered English. 60% English. Number of students that offer English is 60%. Okay? And 48% math, 48% math. Okay? What percentage offered only mathematics? What percentage offered only mathematics? No problem. All we need to do, we put S here because we don't know actually the intercept. It was not given to us. With this now, we can say, for mathematics, once we remove those that are offering both maths and English, therefore, we say 48 minus x, 48 minus s, while this side is 60 minus x. Okay? Now, as you can see again here, this information is also telling us that what? All the students, they are pictured here. That's 100%. So all we can do now is to say, this area, 48 minus x plus this x plus this 60 minus s equals to 100, because we are talking about percentage. I don't want to put percent now because I'm just solving. Later I will put percent, okay? So now, you agree with me, if I add these two together, I'm going to have 108. This and this will cancel, minus s, 108. Sorry, 100. So this means 108, move this to this side, minus 100, and move this to this side, s will give us 8. Okay, that is what? So this 8 you are seeing here is the percentage that's offering both subjects. You can see here, they gave it to you here to catch you if you don't know what you are doing. Okay? Because JAMB is a business. You want you to pay again. Okay? If you don't want to pay, you read. Okay? You read. Okay? Read your books. If you don't want to pay. You keep paying until you pay away and become what? Pluto Presido. Now, let's continue. Now we have 8 now. Now, the student or the number of students that are offering mathematics only is this area. Math only. No intersection. That is this 48 minus x. So what is s? S is 8, which is what now? 40%. So 40% is the answer. 40% is the answer. Don't miss it. Let's look at this question. It says, if the following addition is carried out in base 3, what is the missing number? What is the missing number? You agree with me? If you have here, for instance, 2 plus 3 plus 5, we say everything here is 10. Okay? Assume they put s here for you, they ask you to find s. It simply means you add these two together, you subtract from here, you get s. That is, this will give you 7. 7 minus this will give you 3. It means s is 3. That means if 3 were here, you add this is 5, you add this is 10 to get this. Therefore, that's what we are going to do. First of all, we add this together. Once we get the answer, we subtract from here to get this value that are missing. Okay? So let's just do that. That is to say 2002 plus 112 all in base 3. Okay? This plus this will give us 4. That's more than 3. Is 1 more than 3? We put the 1 down. The 3, we take it as 1. We put it here. This plus this is 2. It's not up to 3. This plus this is 1. This is 2 to the base of 3. It is this one we are going to subtract from here. We're going to say 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. We subtract 1, 2, 1, 2. 0 minus 1. We can't get that. Then we carry 1 from here and bring it in. The one we are carrying, remember, is to base 3. The one we are carrying is 3. So the 3 minus 1 is 2. When we carry 1 here, what is remaining? 0. Okay? So we are going to carry 1 here again and bring it to the 0. 3, we carry 1, as it's coming, it becomes 3. The 3 plus the 0 that was there before is now 3. The 3 minus 2 is 1. What is remaining here now is 0. Right? 0. We know that 0 is here. This is not up to. We carry 1 from here, we bring it here as 3. Okay? We still take 1 from it, we bring it here as 3. So the 3 that is now here minus 1 is 2. So, okay, it's like somebody is going to miss this. Okay, let me just start all over again. Look at it. This is 0. Let me come here. This is 0, right? 1 minus 0 cannot, right? We take 1 from here. We bring it here. As we are bringing the 1, it becomes what? 3. So the 3 we are having here now, minus 1, is 2, right? When you remove this one, what was remaining? 0 was remaining. 0 was remaining. It's not 0 minus what? 2. Cannot still go. We take 1 from here again and bring it to this 0 that is here now as 3. So that means 3 will now come here. 3 minus 2 is 1. We put the 1 here. What is now remaining here? You remove the 1 that was there. It's 0 that is now remaining there. So 0 is remaining here. 0 is remaining here. 1 is here. And we have here 2 and 1. That is, I'm looking at this here now. I'm looking at these guys, okay? These guys. Again, 0 is here, 0 is here. We carry this one here. It's 3 when it comes here. We can't do anything. We are coming here. We take 1 from it again. The one we are carrying now becomes 3 here. But when we remove the 1 here, what is remaining now is 2. 2 is now remaining here. 2 is now remaining here. Okay? Then we say this 3 minus 1 is 2. This 2 minus 2 is 0. You agree with me that this one too, we have removed it already. It means what is missing is 0, 0, 2, 1, 2 to base 3. Which is actually 2, 1, 2 because we don't actually consider this. So this is the answer, okay? That is, D is the answer. As you can see. Hope you understand this. Let's look at this. We are asked to simplify this. Calm down. I will explain. Don't run away. Simple as ABCD. But if you can't do this, I don't know. What we should always do is to follow what? Board mass. Board mass. I've taught board mass several times. Now let's first of all deal with the numerator. 1 over 2 of means what? Multiply. Over 4. What is the meaning of divide? I can turn it to times, then we twist this up. That is 4 over 1. We reverse it. What is remaining at the numerator now is 1 over 2. Let's keep it. Let's go for the denominator. The denominator is what? 1 over 3 minus 2 over 5 plus 2 over 3. Okay? Then we come here and say 15. This will give us 5. This is 3, that is 6. This is 5, that is 10. This two will give us minus 1. That is 9 over 15. This is the denominator. So now we say the numerator over the denominator. Okay? That's to say 1 over 2 divided by 9 over 15. That is 1 over 2 times 15 over 9. 15 over 18. 3 here is 5. 3 here is 6. That is 5. over 6. Let's see if we have 5 over 6. Yeah, C is the answer. 5 over 6. Okay? Hope you understand this. Practice, practice, practice. You will know. Let's look at this. It says, calculate the sum of all the interior angles of a regular polygon if each of the interior angle is 150 degree. Okay. What you must put at the back of your mind. N minus 2 multiplied by 180 is the formula to calculate the sum of all the interior angle of a regular polygon. All we need now is just the number of sides. But we don't have the number of sides. Another information that was given to us here, or the main information, is that each of the angles is what? Is 150. It means if we have n side, n number of sides, assume it's 5 sides, or 5 angles, say 5 multiplied by 150. But we don't know n. N is not 5, right? I'm just saying if it is 5, or if it were 5. Because we don't know n, we are going to say the sum of all of them is 150 multiplied by n. And this is the formula to calculate it. So what we can do now is to say 150 multiplied by n, which is actually the summation of all of them. The answer for the summation is equals to this formula. Okay? That is 150n equals to 180n minus 360. So I'm going to come here with 360, 180n, coming here with 150n to have 30n, 360. We divide both sides by 30, and therefore is 360 over 30. You agree with me? We're going to have 12. What we have now is just 12. This is the number of sides. Now, this is the formula to calculate what? The summation. Or we can simply come here to say 12 multiplied by this. So now that we have the number of sides, say 150 multiplied by 12. Okay? So at the end of the day, if you multiply this, you're going to have 180. So that's 180 degree. B is the answer. Okay? Let's look at this question. It says, how many terms of the GP, that is this, are required to give the sum of 254? The sum of 254, that is telling you that what? Geometric progression and the formula to calculate the sum is needed. All we need to do, we know that this is the formula for the sum of term for geometric progression. A is what? The first term, which is 2. Common ratio is this divided by this, which is 2, or this divided by this, which is also 2. We can substitute here now. We don't know n. We are looking for n. But we know this Sn to be 254. Okay? So let's substitute. That is 254 is equals to A. That is 2. We know this. We don't know this. R is also known to be 2 minus 1. Okay? So now, this is going to give us 1. That is 254 now. Because this is 1, no need to waste our time. We expand this to have 2 multiplied by this minus 2. Okay? So we're going to come here with this 2 to have here 256 equals to 2. This, we divide both sides by 2 so that only this one will remain. If we divide this by 2 now, have 128. How many 2 in 128? 7 of them. Because I see base 2 here, I'm already taking towards 2. So that at the end of the day, this base and this base will cancel, and therefore is equal to 7. Okay? So, you agree with me now that what? When they ask you how many terms, 7 terms. Okay? Hope you understand this simple geometric progression. Thank you. Let's look at this. It says the equation of the straight line passing through this and parallel to this line is what? Because we are told about parallel, we need to find the gradient of this very fast by saying 3x 2y equals to 4. Why are we looking for the gradient? Because if two lines are parallel, it means what? They have equal gradient. So we get the gradient. It's the same gradient we are going to use for what we are looking for, okay? So therefore, this is minus 2y equals to 4 minus 3x. You agree with me that y therefore here is 4 over minus 2, 3 over minus 2x. It means therefore this is y equals to, this will give us minus 2, this is plus 3 over 2x, which is 3 over 2x minus 2, okay? What is the gradient here now? The gradient here now is 3 over 2. That is the coefficient of this x. Now that we know the gradient of this same gradient is what we are going to use for what we are looking for, because this line and the line we are looking for, they are what? They are parallel. So now, all we need to do, we bring the formula that says y minus y1 over s minus sy equals to the gradient for what we are looking for. So y now, this is 0 corresponding to y. S is what? This minus 1, okay? Minus 1. This is our gradient for what we are looking for, okay? This will give us y over s plus 1 equals to 3 over 2. The cross multiply is 2y equals to 3x plus 3, okay? It means therefore 2y minus 3x minus 3 equals to 0. But the answer are not given like this, so we need to move 3 to the other side so that we can get the option 2y minus 3s equals to 3. That is D. D is our answer. Okay? Let's look at this. We are asked to find the turning point of this. Let's look at this question. It says, which of the following has only one subset? Which of this? First of all, how many subsets can you see here? I can see 2. Empty set is a subset of a set. What is an empty set? Is this. Nothing is inside. Your bank account, for instance, assume there is nothing in the bank account. You are still the owner. Okay? So, if you put money, you are still the owner. So this is empty. Sometimes you can have something in it. So how many subsets? 1, 2. So this is 2 subsets. For this one, empty. Sometimes it could be just only A. Sometimes can be B. Or A and B. 1, 2, 3, 4. All the possibilities. For this one, same. Empty and this. For this guy, it's empty already, so it's only 1. So this is the answer, D. Only 1. Look at this. We are asked to find this. We are going to do them individually. That is to say, the first one, 27. Why am I doing them like this? Because this and this, they are not the same base, so I have to separate them. This, we can give them the same base. Because I'm seeing now here, I think 27 here, 3 can carry them. So for 3 to carry them, this becomes equals to log 27 to the base of 3 over log 9 to the base of 3. Okay? So you agree with me that for this one now, we can write it like this. 3, what is this? Is 3 raised to power 3. So I can put the 3 here. This one too is 3 raised to power 2. I put the 2 here because if I put the 2 here, it's like this 3 is carrying 3 carrying 2, which is too much. Only you carrying 2 things. So you have to excuse. This will give us 3 over 2. For this first one, for this first one. 3 over 2. Then we go for this one, the same thing. Log 27, here is 9. Just changing this. So without wasting our time now, because 927 give us 3 over 2, 27 now will give us 2 over 3. If you like sum it, you're still going to arrive at 2 over 3. So now we have to substitute now. This minus this, that is, this minus the 3 over 2 minus 2 over 3. 6, 9 minus 4. You agree with me? Is 5 over 6. 5 over 6 here is A. So the answer is A. Let's look at this. It says the fourth and the seventh terms of a GP are 24 and 192 respectively. That is what? Geometric progression. Find the sum of the first 10 terms of the GP. Okay, let's do that. The first is, to get the fourth term, you know you have to do this, n minus 1. Because we already know it's 4 term, it's 4 minus 1, which is actually 3. The other one is 7 term. We just remove 1 from 7 and put 6 here. We know that this is equal to 24. We know that this is equal to 192. Now, we first of all find A and R before we continue. From this first equation, we are going to find A. A from 1, from here you can see that it's 24 over R raised to power 3. We are going to substitute this in equation 2 to say, in place of A, we put this value, that is 24 R raised to power 3 multiplied by R raised to power 6 equals to 192. Okay? Then we divide this to have R raised to power 3, that is to say 24 R raised to power 3 equals to 192. We divide both sides by 24. You agree with me? R raised to power 3 is equals to 192 over 24. If you divide this one is 8. So it means R raised to power 3 equals to 8. It's 2 raised to power 3. Remember, 8 is 2 raised to power 3. Now, they have the same index. It means, therefore, R is equals to 2. Now that we have R as equals to 2, we come back to this place and find A. A is equals to 24 over R raised to power 3. Now that we have R to be 2, we put 3 here. That is 24 over, this will give us 8, equals to, divide this, have 3. A is 3. Next is, according to the question, find the sum of the first 10 terms. The sum of the first 10 terms. Sum of the first 10 terms is A, R, n minus 1, R minus 1. So the A now is what? Is 3, while R is 2. This is 3, R is 2. First 10 terms. 2 minus 1. You get it? You agree with me if we solve this, we're going to have, this will simply give you 3 times. This is what? 10, 24 minus 1. This already 1. So this is equals to 3 times this. If you solve this now, you're going to have 30, 69. 30, 69, that is this B. Okay? First of all, you find A and R from these two equations, according to this question. Then you substitute in this formula to get the first 10 terms, the sum of the first 10 terms of this geometric progression. Okay? Look at this question. It says the standard deviation and the mean of the numbers 2, 5, 6, 8, S, T are this and this respectively. What are the values of this? First of all, we are given the mean. Okay? So I'm going to go for the mean first. That is, this is the mean. Addition of everything. 2 plus 5 plus 6 plus 8 plus S plus T. All over how many of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? What is the mean? Mean is 6. So these all guys will give us 7. This is 13. This is 21. That is 21 plus S plus T all over 6. We cross multiply, that is 36 equals to 21 plus S plus T. S plus T is equals to 36 minus 21, which will give us 15. S plus T will give us this value. Okay? S plus T, that is 15. Now we go for the standard deviation, because we are also given the standard deviation. So the standard deviation formula says that what? standard deviation is equals to the square root of the summation of S minus the mean square over. Remember, you can also call this N. Okay? Now, let's continue. So standard deviation was given to be square root of 5. As you can see in this place, S represents each of these values. Each of the value. The question says each of the value minus the mean. The mean was given to us to be 6. Each of the value minus the mean, then you square them. Let's just use a table to do this. Let's say this is X. Each of the value 2, 5, 6, 8, S, and T. Then we are going to say S minus this of the mean. We remove the mean. We remove the mean that's what? 6. 2 minus 6 is minus 4. Here will give us minus 1, 0, 2. This is S minus 6, T minus 6. Then we square each of them. We square each of them. We're going to square each of them. If you square this now, you're going to have 16. If you square this, you have 1, 0, 4. If you square this, you have S minus 6 square. If you square this, T minus 6 square. Okay? Now, it's your duty to add all of them together because now the summation. To add all of them, we say square root, that is 16 plus 1 plus 0 plus 4 plus S minus 6, then T minus 6 square. Okay? All over, how many of them? They are 6 in number. Altogether, they are 6. They are 6, okay, 6. Remember, everything is equal to 5, the square root. So this and this will actually cancel. It's going to have 5 equals to, this will give us 17, 17, 21. That is 21 plus S minus 6 square plus T minus 6 square all over 6. Okay? If you cross multiply now, this will give us 30. 30 equals to 21 plus S minus 6 T minus 6. Then we bring this here, we remove 21 from here. What is remaining is 9. That is S minus 6 square T minus 6 square. So remember, today we have something that was waiting for us, or we kept as S plus T equals to 50. S plus T as equals to 50. S plus T as equals to 15. We had this before, right? Now what we're going to do now, we are going to, either you make T the subject of formula or you make S the subject of formula to find the other one, okay? Let's make S the subject of formula. S is equals to 15 minus T. What we're going to do now, we're going to substitute this S in place of this X. So now, we're going to say 9 equals to 15 minus 6 raised to power 2 plus, this will still be here, raised to power 2, okay? If you solve this now, this is 15 minus T minus 6, T minus 6. You agree with me, this will give us 15 minus 6, that is 9. If you solve this now, if you expand this now, you agree with me, you're going to have 81. This and this will give us minus 18T plus T squared. If you expand this, you're going to have T squared minus 12T plus 36. Okay? Expansion. What we're going to do now, we're going to have this and this together. 81 plus 36. To give you 117, that is this two. Okay? Then we also work on this two. That will give us minus 30T. This two will give us plus 2T squared. We still put this 9 here. Okay? What we're going to do now, I want to move this to this side. That is to say, 117 minus 9, 30T plus 2t squared. Okay? Hope you understand what I'm doing. This will give us 108, 30t plus 2t squared. You rearrange this, you have 2t squared minus 30t plus 108 equals to 0. Divide throughout by 2. 2 here, this is remaining. This is 15t. This will give us 54 equals to 0. So if you solve this out now, two values you multiply to have 54, and if you add them, you have 15. Those numbers are what? They are 6 and 9. So we simply say t minus 6, t minus 9. No need to waste our time. T therefore is 6 or t is 9. So now that we have this, we go back to this s equals to 15 minus t. S equals to 15 minus t. We substitute here for the first one, 15 minus t, that is minus 6. You agree with me? If you work on this now, you're going to have 9. The second one is s equals to 15 minus 9. If you work on this now, you're going to have 6. So we have the two values for these guys. So we're going to merge them together. Remember, it's s before t. So here, you agree with me? For s here, we're going to put 9. The corresponding t is 6. Okay? While this one, the s here is 6. The corresponding t is 9. Okay? It means it's this and this. Now let's go for the answers. Can see the answers. Okay, let's go back now. 6 and 9, 9 and 6. I think that is what they are. 6 and 9 and 9 and 6. Okay? 6 and 9, 9 and 6. 6 and 9, 9 and 6. If you don't understand, please replay this part, replay this video to get it better. So the answer is B. Okay?